And that is not very good. We were discussing with the minister, and through that support, today we are doing the wearing course, which is the final layer, and that is what is done. We finished with the service road. Currently, we are, in the middle section. That's the main carriageway. That's a similar one here, around the Amasaman, and we are just using 2 pavers at the same time, so we don't have any joint. Okay, so let's move now to the concrete works very quickly. Again, still trying to show the difference in what it was 3 months ago and what it is today. This is just showing an example. Before then, when you came, it was just reinforcement. Today, we've done New Jersey barrier, okay? And we've done the New Jersey barrier all the way from, there was a gap at Ofankor, and then beyond kilometer 7, about 1.2 kilometers of concrete within this short time. Again, before, we did not have U-drains. Sorry, we didn't have any U-drains, which are all concrete structures. Today, these have been done. Similarly, when you come here, you'll find the U-drains there as they are there. These are all parts of the construction process. And then let's go to the Amasaman interchange, which is quite a significant progress. Okay, check. Quite a significant progress. This is how it was. And if you look behind, we had done only a few legs. Today, we are almost done. It's just left with the ramp going to Amasaman. And once that is done, then the interchange will be completed. So taking a closer look, these are works that we were doing at the time when you came. These are what we have been able to achieve. Now, the significant one, which I think it is worth mentioning, you see over here, there were structures all over in this area, and we couldn't move them. We had to pay compensation. We had to wait for such a long time. There were court cases. But today, with that support, this has been cleared. And when you go there today, it is just a marvel that we have such a space to work. And this is something which and I've already congratulated, but then I want to say it again, because it is very, very significant so far as those of us on site are concerned. Okay, then we go to the next one. Now, we are using a system which we call a mechanically stabilized earth retaining wall. The kind of retaining walls that we know are the concrete, cantilever walls and some others. So here, we are putting in these, and then we started putting in with some, Adinkra and Gan symbols. A lot of people think that it is only Adinkra. They call it the Sangmai. These are Gan symbols. There are about 8 different types. So these ones are Adinkra. They all have meanings, to depict the work that we are doing. Again, this is how it was at the time. Today, we have asphalt over it. Even if you look at the footbridges were not completed. Now, most of them are completed. Of course, we still have 1 or 2 to be done. Look at this. It was just plain. Today, it is completed. So like I mentioned, we still have something small to do here. But then you can see, we've gone all the way across the main road. See, so that then the whole road is now made free for us to be able to do the work. And we are not just doing and waiting to complete the entire road before we start putting in the street furniture, or the road furniture as we call it. So street lighting have been mounted all the way. We have the handrails that will protect the pedestrians who cross this for the pedestrian bridges. These have now been completed. You can see all of that. Then we're also doing landscaping right from kilometer 0 of Ofankor. We are doing lane markings so that we can open the road, because it is important that once we open the road, all the safety features must be present. And this is something we are also installing the necessary road signs to ensure that the safety of the road, even though it is not fully completed, it can be assured. And then the last one has to do with which I've already mentioned, but it is significant that we also talk about before I come here. We have electricity and water lines, which, as I mentioned to the minister, there are 3 things which hamper the work on roads. The the electricity lines, we have the issues also with water lines, which are in the right of way, and then from compensation issues, because we are always unable to do that. And once we are unable to do, then the contractor is also not able to work as effectively as we want, because we want to put a human face to the construction work that we are doing. But ever since, and again, I'll keep on mentioning it, but it is important. 3 months, all these water lines have been put. Then the demolition, the places where we couldn't demolish, today we've demolished them. And that has paved way for the contractor to be able to continue with the work. A lot of the court cases, and I also want to appreciate the judiciary, because they've done a yeoman's job to allow us to be able to continue working without any hindrance. So by way of summary, for the past 3 months, a lot of work has been done, and this has been because of the push that we have given to this project. And more so, what I hear in the budget is that this project is being put on the big push. And once the big push comes and there is consistent flow of funds, I believe that we should be able to complete this road. And those who, the travel public or the traveling public, would also be eased of the challenges that they currently face on the road. So thank you very much. We can just go around and go up there and have a look at
I don't know why are there? When do minister why are there? That will be the one show. You speak French. Yes, you speak French. The minister and the president
have spoken.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that's, yes, minister has to speak.
So let the camera let's go this way.
Okay.
Go this way. So that it's that's okay.
This one is chaotical.
Sorry. Your Excellency, we are very grateful. You found time to visit us at the Ofankor project. Your Excellency, before you took office, on record, majority of road contractors were offside because of the huge amount of money we owe them and not paid. This project is the most critical alignment between Accra and the second most important town, Accra-Kumasi. When you came to office, the price that this road cost to the family and you directed that the finance minister carry out whatever he can do to make sure this contractor is paid. Indeed, that has been paid. And I say that the contractor has significantly done a lot of work. And this is also part of the existing Accra-Kumasi Highway. So those who said that you have abandoned any project, I can say for a fact, those who are saying those things today actually were the ones who made the contractors look silent. Your big push project is the reason, the new energy that has come to this project. So we are able to pay the contractor, and if the contractor raises a certificate today, you direct that we pay him within 2 weeks. We will be able to do that. So Your Excellency, your big push is already yielding results, and we want to thank you very much. And we believe that we leave a legacy that all Ghanaians will be proud of. We are very grateful for this opportunity.
Exactly 90 days ago I was here because of the outcry from the traveling public about the nature of this particular stretch of road of Ofankor-Nsawam. When we came, we met a road that was moving at a snail pace, and there were many constraints associated with what was happening. One was the inability to make some demolitions in order to allow the contractor to work. But the major one was non-payment for work done for a very long time. And so, of course, I ordered the road minister and the finance minister to make sure that payment was made to the contractor. And so more than $70 million was paid to the contractor. And I promised that I'll come back after 3 months to come and see the progress of work that has been done. Today is exactly 3 months since I last came here. and I'm quite impressed with the progress that has been made. I'll urge the contractor to continue to push hard. The last time I came, he assured us that by July next year, we'll be able to hand over the road. But if I look at the progress being made, I'm sure that by April next year, if you guys push hard, you'll be able to finish this road and hand it over so that we can use it. This alignment of the road is the road that links Accra to Kumasi. This is the old alignment, and some people have expressed concern that with the announcement of the new Accra-Kumasi Expressway, this road is going to be abandoned. This road is not going to be abandoned. Work is still ongoing. Even if you go into the eastern region stretch, towards Applaud, all the way towards Senyinam, there's road work going on there. And we're going to add the Ashanti region end of it so that we open up the road. This road will still be a very important road, but it will also exist alongside the Accra-Kumasi Expressway, so that for those who want to go very fast, for the trucks, big trucks, that carry heavy cargo, they can use that stretch. Of course, you'll pay a toll to be able to use it. And so, like he said, we've not abandoned this alignment. This alignment will still be available for road users, but we're going to invest in a new expressway that will take people to Kumasi faster than this old one has done. So let me congratulate the consultants and then also congratulate the contractors, and I hope that you continue to push it the way you've done. I'm sure that if you do, we probably will take over the road earlier than you had said in July. So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, I want to hear from the contractor. You said your wish is this completed by April. Doesn't that look feasible?
I'm sure that when towards April, towards the exact place, so I'm sure we'll be able to.
We might also have to resurface the road that was done from where you end to Suhun. That place is dualized, but you can see that because of the weight of the trucks, the surface is beginning to wear.
Okay.
So we might have to put a new layer of asphalt over it. Okay. All right.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Thank you.
Thank you. When you're
What I can say is that this 33.4 kilometer stretch has been ongoing, and the president was here somewhere in September this year to inspect the construction that began after some payments were made. The president was here a few minutes ago, and like you rightly said, he was impressed with the level of work that has been done so far by the contractors, that is Maripoma Enterprise. And he made a very critical point that, the finance minister in Parliament indicated that they are going to begin the Kumasi Expressway. And a lot of people have been concerned about, or have been asking questions about if really this particular stretch that is ongoing, the Ofankor-Nsawam Road, will be abandoned if the expressway begins. But the president banged all claims and said that even though construction is ongoing here, when the expressway begins, they are not going to abandon this particular stretch. It's still going to be ongoing. And so he gave our assurances to the residents living here that indeed the expressway will begin in earnest, and then this construction, that is the Ofankor-Nsawam Road Project, 33.4 kilometer stretch, will still be ongoing? Well, we know that this is part of the government's big push agenda, where some 14 billion cedis has been allocated for this particular year alone, and 30 billion cedis is expected to be added onto the 14 billion cedis next year. And so we are expecting that more roads, apart from this Ofankor-Nsawam Road project that is ongoing, will be constructed. The roads minister has already spoken that funds are already available to be given to every single contractor that has been given a road project, and he has assured that money is not going to be the problem, as he says that in previous years money was an issue, and so the funding for contractors was not made available, which led to the abandonment of some major roads that were under construction. And so the roads minister has given all indication that once money is available, funding will not be a problem for these particular contractors. Now, this Ofankor-Nsawam Road project is a dual carriageway, and it links the two largest cities, that is Accra and then Kumasi. And so for the stretch that you see, it has already begun. There's a flyover, that's an interchange behind me that, will be constructed or will be finished over there. Handrails will also be put along the interchange, and so to make commuting very easy for some of the pedestrians who would be using that particular flyover as well. And so let me also say that the last time we were here in September, when the president visited this particular scene, the level of work was not up to this stage that it has gotten to. There was a lot of dust on the road, muddy stretch, as I recollect. But now we are seeing it well graded, and the essentials have been put on it, and so it's making commuting. If the camera can just pan to my left, you see that even though there's still a little bit of traffic because of the ongoing works, at least it is moving as compared to what we saw a few months ago. And like the president said, 3 months ago when he was here, he didn't see this level of work, and so we are seeing the commuting going on steadily and smoothly. We expect that, as the president said, by July next year, the second quarter of 2026, the construction works will be done. It would be commissioned, ready for use by pedestrians and motorists. But the president also gave them assurance that, or indicated that, if they are able to go with speed, as they have done in a few months, by April it should be ready. And so that's what we're expecting to see, that the Ofankor-Nsawam Road project, Charles, will be ready for commission by the second quarter of 2026.
Well, Akusia, what are the sentiments you're gathering from users of that road? I see some of them came over there to witness this inspection by the president. This road has been a subject of controversy. There's been protests on the road. What are you gathering from the people? Are they happy with the state of the road now?
Well, yes, before the president's arrival a few minutes ago, I had the opportunity to talk to a few residents here who indicated that, look, they are not, well, the ones that I spoke to said, look, they are not supporters of the NDC or the ruling government, but they are much impressed with what has happened so far as compared to when the project began some time ago, when the Nana Akufo-Addo-led administration took over. They say that it was abandoned and it made commuting on the stretch very difficult. But now they are impressed with the speed at which the work is progressing. And for the few who are party supporters, of course, you expect them to be happy just by seeing the president. But then again, they also indicated that they are also happy to see that at least in few months, the government has shown some seriousness towards road projects and towards the rehabilitation of some roads that were depleting or were being abandoned. And so that's what exactly is happening, Charles.